Moving to Charlotte, North Carolina and looking for a new home development? Well, I've got 4 brand new home developments that are just starting out, and we're going to talk about them coming up right now. My name is Eli Magaz, and I'm a real estate advisor here in Charlotte, North Carolina and the surrounding areas of South Carolina and the suburbs, specializing in luxury homes and new home construction. But more importantly, and always, I am your realtor with heart. I'm not looking to sell you a house. I am here to help you find a home and a lifestyle that you and your family are gonna love. If you think that you and I are a good fit, please reach out to me, call or text. My contact info is down below. Now, if you don't want to miss my current videos and everything that I talk about and all the things I find and what's going on in the real estate market, and plus see some of the most beautiful homes in Charlotte, North Carolina, please feel free to subscribe. Hit the red button below, hit the bell, and you'll be notified of my new videos every single week. And if you stay tuned to the very end, I have a free online guide for you that's going to tell you all about the Charlotte neighborhoods and the schools, but you've got to stay tuned to the very end. Now, while our market here in Charlotte, North Carolina is extraordinarily hot and people are still fighting for resale homes and for new homes, we have 4 or 5 new home developments that are just coming online. Now, my advice when it comes to new home developments is the earlier that you get in, the better off you're going to be. So new home builders are notorious for raising prices after every couple of homes that they sell. So if they sell 2 homes, next couple of houses are going to be more expensive, so on and so forth. So it behooves you to get in early on these new home developments. And actually, before they've come online, before they started selling, they are already increasing the prices. And we'll go through them neighborhood by neighborhood. Neighborhood number 1 is located in South Carolina, right over the border of Charlotte and Ballantyne. Phenomenal location, zoned for Indian land schools. This neighborhood is called the Estates at Covington. The Estates at Covington is being built by Taylor Morrison. Taylor Morrison is one of the more upscale builders here in the Charlotte metropolitan area. Now, this community, like I said before, is going to be located in Indian land and is one of the most explosive corridors here in the Charlotte metropolitan area. The area is blowing up. It's between the area of Ballantyne and Fort Mill, and it's becoming very, very, very popular. Now, this development is on Harrisburg Road, and there's actually no building going on there right now. They haven't started building, yet they are selling lots. They are selling lots on a limited basis. It looks like they have sold already about 17 lots. I just drove through there yesterday, and about 17 lots have been sold, which leaves them about 30 or 35 lots left. And that's because they are restricting the number of lots that they are releasing at the present time. Now, there is infrastructure in this neighborhood, so they will probably start building very, very shortly. Now, they say that their prices are starting from the $500,000 range. For me, that means that the prices are starting from the $600,000 range, and that's before you go to a design center. I would actually figure at this point, those homes are going to be in the $700,000 to $800,000 price range. I don't know that for sure because nothing is built yet, but just from what's going on, I can pretty much tell you there's no way you're going to get a house there for $500,000. Mid-sixes, maybe, I don't know. But I would figure $700,000 or $800,000 for the Estates at Covington by Taylor Morrison. Homes in this neighborhood are going to go anywhere from 2,450 square feet all the way up to about 6,200 square feet. They're going to be 3, 4, 5, 6 bedroom homes. You can choose. You're going to be able to get anywhere from 2 to 6 bathrooms and 3 car garages. Now, the second neighborhood that's coming online that hasn't started selling anything yet and is just dirt at this point. There's just all kinds of machinery moving the dirt around, trying to figure out where the lots are gonna be, is a neighborhood called Ridgecrest. Ridgecrest is gonna be on Harrisburg Road, just like the one neighborhood from Taylor Morrison. So again, that whole area is blowing up. This Ridgecrest neighborhood is a Toll Brothers neighborhood. If you know anything about Toll Brothers is about as high end as you can get in a non-custom home builder. They're a phenomenal builder. They can do some semi-custom stuff, but they are high end and they are luxury. Now this neighborhood, like I said, has not started yet. There's no sales center, there's no lots, but they're saying that the prices are going to be anywhere from $450,000 up to about the mid $550,000, which I don't believe for a second. They're going to have 3 collections of homes based on the size of the lot and the size of the home that you're looking for. I guesstimate, if they're saying mid fours, figure $600,000 to $800,000, $900,000. I know Toll Brothers, I know the pricing, I know the market. There's no way it's going to be $450,000 for a house in this neighborhood. There's all kinds of lot premiums. Things start adding up once you go into the design center. Everything will cost you a bunch of money. So from 450, figure 600, let's say 800. Now they're not selling any lots right now, as opposed to Taylor Morrison. Toll Brothers is not selling lots right now, and they anticipate opening at the end of this summer. So now is the time to focus on this neighborhood. Now they're going to be offering 3 different collections there, starting from a ranch home at about 2,900 square feet, going up to a 2-story home, which is going to be about 4,100 or 4,200 square feet. Now the lot sizes are going to be different depending on the collection that you choose. And obviously, the larger the lot, the more expensive the home that you can put on the lot, and the more of a lot premium they're going to charge you. The majority of the lots here are going to be wooded lots, beautiful wooded lots. And just remember, Toll Brothers is probably the priciest of the non-custom home builders. So that's Ridgecrest. Now neighborhood number 3 is called Belgrove. Now we're moving back into North Carolina and we're moving into the suburb of Marvin, a highly desirable area. Schools are highly, highly rated. This neighborhood of Belgrove is owned by Empire Communities. Empire Communities just purchased a company called Shea Homes here in Charlotte. So it's Empire Communities. Belgrove is an older neighborhood actually, and it was started by a lower end builder who tried to build higher end homes, and they were not successful. They built a handful of homes. They look beautiful on the outside. It's a beautiful area, great location. They were trying to sell off the lots individually. Some of the lots were sold and some custom homes were built there, but there were 17 or 18 lots that were just sitting there. Empire Communities / Shea Homes swooped in and bought up all the lots and are now building homes there. And of course, they are now very, very desirable. Now the homes here in Belgrove are going to be on half-acre lots, wooded lots. So it's a great location, wooded lots, half-acre, Marvin. Now they were talking about pricing their homes at about 600 or starting from the 600s. In the last couple of days, I've gotten wind that they're now starting in the 800s. Nothing is built there, and they're also talking about building out all 17 homes as spec homes and putting them up for sale, which means the possibility of them asking for highest and best offers. If you're interested in this neighborhood, I know the agent very, very well, so we can try and get our foot in the door. Belgrove started at the 600s, now they're starting from the 800s. We don't know if you're going to be able to choose the stuff in the house or you're going to have to buy the home that they spec out for you. Now also, this neighborhood of Belgrove is not going to have any facilities, no community center, just going to be beautiful lots, great location, and highly rated schools. Now last but not least is another new neighborhood located in the suburb of Charlotte called Weddington. This neighborhood is called Twin Lakes. This land was developed by a company called Moser Development Company. And what Moser has done is they have sold half the lots to a company called Classica Home Builders. Classica is probably my favorite home builder in the Charlotte, North Carolina area that is not a custom home builder. They're semi-custom, but they put out one of the most beautiful high-end products that there are. Now, Classica has purchased about 40 of the lots there in Twin Lakes. Their prices are going to be anywhere from $1.2 million to $1.4 million. Now, the houses are phenomenal. You're going to get a half an acre of land, and you're in the highly desirable suburb of Weddington, one of the most affluent suburbs or areas in all of North Carolina. Now, Classica Homes also uses California architects, so there's a little California edge to some of their homes, which I personally love. This neighborhood is going to have a little bridge that connects the two lakes, the Twin Lakes. That's why they call it Twin Lakes. There's going to be a gazebo over there. They're also putting in pickleball courts. Now, who ever thought that pickleball was going to be like a thing? But pickleball is a thing. They're going to have pickleball courts. So the other half of the neighborhood are going to be custom homes. There's going to be 40 or 45 custom homes. You can purchase a lot and we can get you a builder to build your custom home there. Some of the custom home builders here in Charlotte have already purchased some of the lots from the developer Moser and are listing them on the MLS as a to-be-built home. Prices starting $1.7 to $2.2 million. Obviously, with a custom home, you get to pick what you want in the house, what the house is going to look like. So those numbers are just kind of ballpark figures. But I would figure $2 million in that neighborhood for a custom home. We would purchase the lot, or we would go with a builder that has already purchased the lot. You're in Weddington, phenomenal location, close to shopping, high-end shopping, Waverly, airport. Weddington is a phenomenal area. And if you don't want to go with Classica Homes, you can build a custom home there. Now, I said I love Classica Homes. If you want to save yourself $400,000 or $500,000 and you're okay with getting a smaller lot and not a half an acre, they have a neighborhood in Fort Mill called Arden Mill, and they just started releasing lots there again. So you can get the same home for the most part for $400,000 or $500,000 less expensive. Fort Mill, as you probably know from my videos, great area, phenomenally rated schools. So those are your options. Those are the 4 new neighborhoods. Looking for a custom home, a new home, or a luxury home here in the Charlotte metropolitan area? Feel free to reach out to me. My contact information is down below. Don't forget, I have a free online guide. Go down to the description below, click on that link, get that guide. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you soon, and until next time.